There's a special kind of magic in growing your own food, an experience that connects you to nature, to tradition, and to the simple joys of nurturing life. But when that food happens to be the world's largest tree-borne fruit, the jackfruit, the sense of accomplishment is truly extraordinary. It's not just about the fruit itself, but about the journey from a tiny seed to a giant, thriving tree. Imagine stepping into your own backyard and being greeted by the sight of a massive jackfruit hanging heavily from a tree you planted with your own hands. The sheer size and presence of the fruit is awe-inspiring, and it's a daily reminder of what patience and care can achieve. The process of growing jackfruit may seem daunting at first glance. After all, it's a tropical tree that demands time, attention, and a bit of gardening know-how. But don't let that intimidate you. With patience, a willingness to learn, and a few simple steps, cultivating your own jackfruit tree is absolutely within reach, even for beginners. Growing jackfruit is about so much more than just the harvest at the end. It's about nurturing a tiny, seemingly insignificant seed and watching it transform season after season into a lush, productive tree. Each stage of growth brings its own rewards, from the first sprout to the moment the tree finally bears fruit. The commitment to growing a jackfruit tree is long-term, but the rewards are immense. Not only does the tree provide generous shade and a beautiful focal point in your garden, but it also offers an abundance of delicious, nutritious fruit that you can share with family and friends. The sense of pride and satisfaction that comes from harvesting your own jackfruit is hard to match. Jackfruit isn't just impressive because of its size, it's also incredibly versatile in the kitchen. Whether you're preparing savory dishes like jackfruit curry or pulled jackfruit tacos or indulging in sweet tropical treats, this fruit adapts to countless recipes. Its unique texture and mild flavor make it a favorite among vegetarians and meat eaters alike. By growing your own jackfruit, you get to experience every stage of its ripening process. You'll learn to recognize the subtle changes in color, texture, and aroma that signal when the fruit is at its peak. This intimate knowledge is something store-bought fruit simply can't offer, and it deepens your appreciation for the food you eat. Don't be put off by the jackfruit's reputation for being tricky to grow. With the right conditions, plenty of sunlight, well-drained soil, and regular care, any dedicated gardener can succeed. Even if you have a small garden, there are ways to make it work, and the results are well worth the effort. In this guide, I'll walk you through every step of the process, from choosing the right sapling at your local nursery, to planting, caring for, and eventually harvesting your own giant fruit. Along the way, I'll share tips and tricks to help you avoid common pitfalls and ensure your tree thrives. So, let's get our hands dirty and embark on this adventure together. Gardening is always more fun when shared, and the journey of growing a jackfruit tree is filled with learning, laughter, and plenty of surprises. Remember, the journey is just as rewarding as the destination. Watching your tree grow, documenting its progress, and celebrating each milestone along the way brings a sense of fulfillment that goes far beyond the final harvest. Are you ready to bring a tropical giant into your backyard? With a little planning and a lot of enthusiasm, you can transform your garden into a lush, fruitful oasis. The joy of homegrown jackfruit awaits you. Let's begin this incredible journey together, and soon you'll be standing proudly beside your own homegrown giant. The first and perhaps most important step in growing jackfruit is selecting the right variety for your unique space and climate. With so many options available, it's worth taking the time to understand what will thrive in your garden and suit your needs. If you have limited space, don't worry. Dwarf and semi-dwarf jackfruit trees are ideal for smaller gardens, patios, or even large containers. These compact varieties allow you to enjoy homegrown jackfruit without needing a huge yard, and they're easier to manage and harvest. For those living in truly tropical climates, vigorous varieties like Black Gold or Dang Razumi are excellent choices. These trees grow large and produce abundant fruit, thriving in the warmth and humidity of the tropics. Their robust growth means you'll enjoy a generous harvest year after year. If your winters are cooler or you experience occasional frost, look for cold-tolerant jackfruit types. These varieties are bred to withstand lower temperatures, but even then, young trees need extra care. Always protect young jackfruit trees from frost by using frost cloths or wraps, especially during their first few winters. This simple step can make the difference between a thriving tree and one that struggles to survive. When choosing a variety, consider the texture of the fruit. Some jackfruit have crisp, crunchy pods that are perfect for fresh eating or adding to salads. These firmer types are often preferred for their satisfying bite and versatility in recipes. Other varieties produce softer, sweeter pods that melt in your mouth, ideal for desserts or enjoying as a sweet snack. Think about your taste preferences and how you plan to use your jackfruit in the kitchen. Will you use your jackfruit for savory dishes like curries and stir-fries, or do you prefer it as a sweet treat? Visiting local nurseries lets you see and sometimes taste different varieties, helping you make an informed choice. Don't hesitate to talk to nursery staff or experienced jackfruit growers. Their advice, tailored to your region's climate and soil, can be invaluable in selecting the best tree for your garden. Remember, grafted jackfruit trees usually fruit much sooner than those grown from seed. If you're eager for a quicker harvest, ask for grafted saplings. Always buy from reputable nurseries to ensure you get healthy, true-to-type plants. They can guide you to the best options for your needs and answer any questions you might have. Take your time with this decision. Choosing the right jackfruit tree now sets you up for years, even decades of successful harvest and delicious fruit. The right variety means a bountiful, delicious harvest that you and your family can enjoy season after season. Make your choice wisely, and you'll be rewarded with fruit that suits your taste and lifestyle. Your jackfruit journey starts here, with the perfect tree for your garden. Happy growing! Growing jackfruit from seed is a lesson in patience, a journey that asks you to slow down and trust in nature's quiet rhythms. Unlike planting a quick-sprouting vegetable, this process is about embracing the long view, where every small step is a promise of something greater to come. For those who love gardening, there's a special joy in nurturing life from its very beginning. Watching a tiny seed transform into a thriving tree is a reward that goes beyond the fruit itself. Always use fresh seeds for the best results. Ideally, plant them within a month of removing them from a ripe jackfruit. The fresher the seed, the higher the chance of successful germination. Start your seeds in deep pots filled with a well-draining soil mix. Jackfruit roots grow long and strong, so give them space to stretch. Keep the soil consistently moist but not soggy, and place the pots somewhere warm. Jackfruit loves heat and humidity. Germination can take anywhere from 3 to 8 weeks, so patience is key. During this time, check the soil regularly and watch for that magical moment when the first green sprout breaks through the surface. Allow your seedlings to grow for several months until they become sturdy and robust. Only then should you consider transplanting them outdoors, where they'll have room to flourish. This early stage is crucial. Strong, healthy roots are the foundation for a resilient tree that can withstand wind, drought, and time. Take care not to disturb the roots when transplanting. Remember, trees grown from seed are not exact copies of their parent. Each one is genetically unique, so the fruit your tree produces may surprise you with its size, shape, or flavor. Growing jackfruit is a long-term commitment. Be prepared to wait, sometimes 5, even up to 10 years before you see your first harvest. But every year brings new growth and new hope. The reward for your patience is immense. A majestic tree that you've nurtured from a single seed, standing tall in your garden as a testament to your dedication and care. Growing from seed is a slow process, but the satisfaction is unmatched. Each stage from seed to sapling to tree is a chapter in your gardening story. Embrace the journey and celebrate every milestone along the way. Every great tree, no matter how grand, begins with a single humble seed. It's a reminder that big things often have small beginnings. In the end, your patience and care will be rewarded, not just with fruit, but with the deep satisfaction of having grown something extraordinary from the ground up. Want fruit sooner? Choose a grafted sapling. Grafted trees are clones of proven varieties, so you know exactly what fruit you'll get. They can bear fruit in just 2 to 4 years, much faster than seed-grown trees. Buy from reputable nurseries specializing in tropical fruit. Plant in a sunny spot with well-prepared soil, keeping the graft union above ground. Water thoroughly and mulch to retain moisture, but keep mulch away from the trunk. Grafted saplings offer a strong, reliable start for beginners. With the right care, your tree will thrive and fruit quickly. It's the fastest path to your first homegrown jackfruit. Start strong and enjoy the rewards sooner. Healthy jackfruit trees start with the right soil, deep, well-draining, and rich in organic matter. Avoid waterlogged ground. Amend heavy clay with compost or sand for better drainage. Prepare a large planting hole and enrich the soil for strong root growth. Water deeply once or twice a week, especially when young, to encourage deep roots. Check soil moisture. If the top 2 inches are dry, it's time to water. Mature trees are drought-tolerant but need extra water during flowering and fruiting. Mulch helps retain moisture and keeps roots cool. Just keep it away from the trunk. Good soil and smart watering are the foundation for a thriving tree. Set your jackfruit up for success from day one. Feed your jackfruit tree well for big, healthy fruit. Use a balanced fertilizer during early growth, then switch to one higher in phosphorus and potassium for fruiting. Apply fertilizer in spring and during fruit development. Follow package directions to avoid overfeeding. Prune after harvest to open the canopy, improve airflow and control height. Remove dead or crossing branches and shape the tree for easier harvesting. Don't cut more than a third of the canopy in 1 year. Regular, light pruning is best. A well-fed, well-shaped tree is more productive and easier to manage. Good nutrition and smart pruning make all the difference. Your tree will thank you with a bountiful harvest. Jackfruit trees are tough, but pests and diseases can still appear. Watch for mealybugs, scale, and aphids, blast small infestations with water, or use neem oil for stubborn cases. Encourage beneficial insects like ladybirds to keep pests in check. Fungal rot is the main disease threat. Prevent it with well-draining soil and good air circulation. Prune to keep the canopy open and avoid overwatering. Chemical treatments are a last resort. Healthy trees rarely need them. Regular inspection and good care keep most problems at bay. Stay vigilant, act early, and your tree will thrive. Healthy trees are happy trees. After years of care, it's time for your first harvest, a true gardener's triumph. Look for skin color changes, green to yellowish or brownish green, and flattened bumps. Tap the fruit. Ripe jackfruit sounds hollow and feels slightly soft. The stalk becomes flexible as the fruit ripens. Use a sharp knife or saw to cut the thick stem. Jackfruits are heavy, so get help. Wear gloves and oil your knife to handle the sticky sap. For sweet fruit, let it ripen on the counter until fragrant and soft. For savory dishes, harvest while still green and firm. Cutting into your own jackfruit is a moment of pure gardening joy. Savor the experience, you've earned it. Each harvest is a celebration of your patience and care. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, your homegrown giant is ready. Growing jackfruit is more than planting a tree, it's a long, rewarding relationship. Success starts with the right climate, space, and a sunny, sheltered spot. Even dwarf trees need room, so plan ahead. Good pollination and airflow help ensure a bountiful harvest. A mature jackfruit tree brings beauty, shade, and wildlife to your garden. Caring for it becomes a peaceful, grounding ritual. Don't be intimidated. Every giant tree starts as a tiny seed. With knowledge and heart, you can grow this tropical marvel at home. The joy of sharing your own jackfruit is unmatched. Happy gardening and may your harvest be plentiful. Your jackfruit adventure awaits.